आता जे आपण प्रेझेंट रोल नंबर टाकलेले आहेत, अबसेंट रोल नंबर, त्याच्यामध्ये 63 होता ना सर? प्रेझेंट होतो.
ओके.
हो.
Thank you. Roll number 4.
Yes, sir.
Sir, please read the biodata.
Yes, sir. UGC, good afternoon all friends. UGC Malvi Mission Teacher Training Center, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. Refresher course in Information Communication and Technology, online form from 15 January 2025 to 28 January 2025. His inauguration, first day, second session, tejinder Kaur, ma'am, Assistant Professor, PG Department of Mathematics, Khalsa College of Women, Ludhiana, Punjab. Tejinder is an enthusiastic and focused teacher with 17 years of teaching experience. She has served as an IGNO academic counselor for 10 years. Future enriching her expertise in guiding and mentoring students. She is always engaged in continuous learning to broaden her knowledge and experience. Tejinder believes in creating an interactive learning environment for the students, for her students. She also serves as a visiting faculty member for visual designing at MIT University Pune. As a resource person, discussion forum moderator and graphic designer, she has contributed to the conduct of mocks, FDPS workshops and training programs for institutions of Tripur. Committed to lifelong learning, she frequently attend workshops, seminars, and online courses to enhance her skills and knowledge. A passionate reader with artistic inclinations, Tejinder enjoys exploring creativity through drawing and painting. In मैम का बायोडाटा आपको दिया है, मैं मैम को वोट फॉर थैंक यू मैम.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Today, I'm also joined by another member from Active Learning Workshops. That is Dhairya Pandya. He's an instructional designer and he has donned many hats. He has created number of courses, the recent being for Open Education for Better World. Also, he has designed the content for the Swayam course, that is designing learner-centric MOOCs in its previous run, that is in the year 2024. And currently, he is the project assistant at IIT Gandhinagar in the Department of Design and Innovation. Dhere, are you there? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, let me share my screen and then. Okay. Okay. Okay, so today, Dhairya and I will be co-conducting this session and we'll be discussing how to make e-content visually appealing and effective for the audience. We all must have designed several presentations for various purposes. And as instructors, as teachers, we usually follow presentations as a medium of interacting with our students and for other audience also. So we need to pay extra attention while designing the slides for the presentation. A well-designed presentation, it creates an affinity with the audience and creates a professional image of the instructor. But at the same time, if not designed well, the presentation can be disengaging and distracting. So today, we'll be learning how to design a presentation that hit all kinds of goals. I have divided the session into two parts. In the first part, we'll be discussing the visual design principles for designing effective presentations. These principles and guidelines, they are generic and hence are applicable to all kinds of presentation softwares that you know, maybe Microsoft PowerPoint, Google Slides, Prezi, Canva, any software that you know of. In addition, this section will also include a set of examples that will help you delve deeper into the visual design principles. The second part will be a lab session where you'll be evaluating sample slides using rubric based again on visual design principles. Okay. So before I begin, I have a question for all of you that since we all have been designing various presentations on various topics, you all have different subjects also. So what is the biggest challenge that you have faced while designing the presentation slides? Take a moment to reflect on the question and you can type your answer in the chat window or you can unmute and answer also. Anything you feel like is difficult or any difficulty that you face while designing the presentation slides? This is something I think.
May I?
Yes, sure. Go ahead. Ma'am, you are muted, please. If you could unmute yourself. Yes.
To add pictures and graphic designs in it.
Yes.
To present that
You-
information
yeah.
in pictures.
We all face this thing truly. No? Okay, the segmenting the information, yes.
We also have addition of video clips in PPTs, relevant themes, animation.
Mm-hmm. Anything else that we feel like is not like, okay, so if we are going to give you a topic and you want to design a presentation, so what is the first thing that we're going to do? Like, what is the first thing that will come to your mind? I am getting, Madam Seema is also saying animation, okay. Anything that you feel like is not pehli cheez di, and what comes to your mind while designing a presentation? Do you first go for choosing a template, maybe, or maybe you look for the content and then decide on the template? What is your thought process?
We'll look for content and then we'll go for presentation. We'll collect the content.
Yes, absolutely. We first go for the content and then we look for a presentation template that fits our purpose. Okay. So I have also tried to list out few of the common challenges that we all face. That is, the first thing is that we look for the content, but then segmenting the information into digestible chunks. That is, what content should go on slides, which should we take up on the slides, which color or font to use. When we start designing, this is the things that come to our mind. That is, which colors to use, which font to use for the presentation. As we have already said, which images to use, how to place them correctly, which animation effects to apply, and maybe if we have some kind of data which we want to present in the form of tables or graphs, this is something we are looking forward to, how to do that. I think these are the most common challenges. If you want to add up something over here, that is also good. Okay. Okay. So let's go to an example then, and then we can discuss further. Okay. This is how we'll be moving forward. On the screen, we have divided the screen into two parts again. On the right-hand side, you will always be seeing a sample slide that we'll be discussing. And on the left-hand side, we will be having the instructions. So on your screen currently, you can see a sample slide which talks about the 3 main steps that one has to follow in order to obtain a domain name for a website. And please observe the slide carefully and look out for at least one problem with this slide. Again, you can unmute and answer. You can type in the chat. We have another answer at choosing the right visual elements and maintaining consistency in design. Yes, consistency is very, very important. Is the slide fine, or do you want to change something in it, or what it is?
Madam, can I talk?
Yes, yes, sure.
See, while going on presentation, we are in always hurry or lecture is in our mind. But we go on adding multimedia like images, graphics. But we fail to give proper courtesy to them.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So that in hurry, that is missed out many times. That problem is personally I face many times.
Yes, and many of us face this problem, because we usually have very short time to design. We have another answer, text alignment for this slide, right? Because we are talking about text alignment for this slide that we are looking at. Rule number 26. Okay. Anything else that, or is this slide fine for us? Then we can move forward. You can always unmute and answer. That is fine with us. If you don't want to type or something.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I think in any slide, explanation should be in very brief, or either we can choose only the head points and the explanation will be by our own self.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So any suggestion how to improve the slide design? What should we do if we are saying that it is too text heavy? Now, this is what you meant to say, I believe. That is a text heavy slide. So any suggestion how to improve the slide design?
Just by having the headings.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. We can have note section used in the slide where we can have the verbose part which we want to speak and highlight only visible to us. And only the highlighted dark portion, bold portion should be on the screen for the audience.
Yes. And one thing I also want to ask, can you identify how many fonts are used in this design? Can you see how many fonts are there?
Only one font, two types.
2 types, yes. So can you identify which 2 parts you are looking at?
One for heading and the rest for the section detail.
Okay. 2. Vipin is also saying 2. Okay. Yes. And so in this slide design, we all agree that it is text heavy. So we need to declutter it a bit. Secondly, you are saying there are 2 fonts and there are actually multiple fonts again, we are saying, and again in the same sentence also. The bold one and the other one, they are 2 different fonts if we look at them. So The same slide, same sentence, it has two multiple fonts also.
घरीच जायचं ना.
And again, also, is the background of the slide fine with you, or do you want some change in it, or is it okay to look at? I can see we have 52 participants in total, including me and Dherev. The 50 more are there. So we can always discuss. We are only discussing things. If it is fine, yes. If it is not, no. This much we can simply say. If we are fine with the background, then it is okay. Okay, can be modified. Vipin, can you identify or give us a suggestion how to modify the background? Okay, it is on the brighter side. Okay. Okay. So what we are trying to say over here is that this slide is text heavy. It has multiple fonts of varying sizes in the same slide, and it has a background without any purpose or meaning attached to our content. So what we are saying is text attack is definitely there. And what we can do is we can simply, as you have already said, write the main points instead of writing whole of our lecture on the slide. And we can use tables to add structure to the slide design also. We have though kept the same background currently. This is one of the enhancement that I'm showing. Otherwise, there are many slide enhancement possible according to your requirement and creativity. Definitely there are possibilities. So we have added this blue part also on the slide, which is covering the background a bit now and matching with the blue band at the top also now. We have also used some icons over here. And we all agree to this point, I believe, that if we are going to write everything that we are going to speak on the slide, then our audience might want to read the slide instead of listening to us. So the best part that we can do is we can only highlight the key points that we want to share. And as Sir has suggested earlier, if you want to refer to the remaining part, you can use the lecture notes or the notes on the slides part for your reference, which is not visible to the audience maybe. And we have also removed the unnecessary clutter by removing the extra lines at the background also. So cutting down the clutter is the best way to present the data, our content. Okay. So let's see another sample slide now. Again, on the right-hand part of the screen, you can see a sample slide which is giving the basic details of William Shakespeare. And this time we are again going to identify one change that we would like to make to this slide design. And again, you can type in the chat or unmute and answer. Is the slide okay, or do you want any change to it?
Yes, ma'am. Again, I'll repeat the same point that information should be in key points. Means
Yes.
whole sentence should not be there.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Okay, anything else in
And
the slide?
picture is way too bigger.
Okay,
Text should be aligned.
text should be definitely aligned. Yes.
There is one more point that we can change design.
Okay. Okay, I think what you have said today now again earlier, that the picture is too big And I believe it is stretched also. The aspect ratio of the image is not correct. So we need to have a properly scaled image. So image is not properly scaled. And I believe you all had today a Creative Commons lecture also. Was it today? So image attribution is also missing. If you're taking the image from the internet, then we need to duly acknowledge the source. We cannot pick and choose any image from the internet and say it is, put it in our slides as it is. And you have correctly mentioned that these text is again too much for that is there, but again too much and too cramping the slide, and the alignment is again not proper. So now we have seen the problems, so how to correct them? Any suggestions for this now? Okay, so Dr. Indra is saying that we can make it concise. Any suggestions how to make the text concise also? Okay. So we can look at one of the ways of the slide enhancement. Since we were saying that it was a text heavy slide again, so what we have done is we have added these dividers on the slide, which is separating the heading from the body content of the slide. So what it has done is it has added a breathing space in the design, which was not there earlier. Secondly, again, instead of writing in paragraphs, we have used these bullet points now, which is again giving us only the major, highlighting the key works of the author also, as well as secondly, it is again adding some breathing space in the design. And we have used these icons to again highlight the main works of the author. The image is now not looking very stretched. We have scaled it properly. Also, the things that need to be kept in mind again. Whenever we are designing any kind of slide, we need to choose our text, colors, fonts appropriately that work with our content. So what we have done over here is, again, I've chosen a chalkboard look for this name of William Shakespeare. So we are using only two fonts over here, one for the title, that is the William Shakespeare, and other for the body text portion. But for adding an extra element, and what we have done is using this chalkboard look, it is giving us a feeling of that old time. It is helping us reminisce about that olden era of William Shakespeare, when we used to write with chalk and everything. Also, I have chosen a darker background this time for the slide. This maroonish color is again adding to the royalty part of the olden era. We had that royal feeling earlier there. Okay, and we have another suggestion over here that reduce the size of the image. Yes, we can keep it on left also, text on right. Again, we can use it either way. This is what we are saying, that we can follow the consistent layout. Seema, this is a good idea that you have suggested. We can keep it on left and write the text on right. But I usually say that we as English speaking people, or even in Hindi, in Punjabi, when we write, we usually write from left to right. And we usually read from left to right also. So this is why we have kept the text on the left-hand side of this slide and the image on the right side. This is what we are saying, that we read the name William Shakespeare and then look at his picture. And there's another suggestion that landscape, we can change it to portrait also. Yes, we can definitely change the alignment depending upon our requirement. Okay. So Suggestion for this one is again that we can leave plenty of space on the slide. We do not need to fill it with extra things that we sometimes all make a mistake of. Okay. So now again on your screen, you can see two images, A and B. Both these images, they have same text written on them in the same font size. So if I have to choose the images on the basis of readability, so according to you, which image offers more readability, A or B? And again, why? Okay, so we have two votes for B and one for A.
In B, the font size is very clear. Font is very clear actually. It is not
Yes.
fuzzy.
Yes. We are getting votes for B now. Okay. Okay, so can you identify which font is being used in image A, image B, if anyone can identify that? Or maybe if even the font family will do. A is Times New Roman, okay. And Arial for which one? Okay, okay. And so basically we are trying to say, if we are saying Arial, or if we are trying to say Times New Roman, or even we are saying for Comic Sans. So what are we trying to say is that we have two types of font families, the one you are saying for Times New Roman, for Arial, that belongs to the serif font family, and the other one, it belongs to the sans serif fonts. And we are saying that Comic Sans that you have written, that is the Calibri fonts that we have, similar fonts, right? So when we are talking about a serif font, then we are saying that they have these little serifs at the end of each stroke, while the sans serif fonts, they don't have these. So what is the difference between the two? Because of these serifs, we can see these in the letter A also. We have these thin and thick strokes in the A over here. But in sans serif font, the size is even, the width is even for all the part of A over here. So when we are using serif fonts in our presentation and we project them on a big screen, because of these thin strokes, sometimes we are not able to read properly. But in case of sans serif fonts like Lato, Calibri, these have equal width for the letters, so they offer more readability when projected on a large screen. So while designing presentation, my suggestion is to use sans serif fonts instead of serif fonts, which are more suitable for the documents. And for even the font size need to be around at least minimum 20 points so that we are offering a better readability part to our audience. Same we can see in this letter E also. We can see the same differences, thin, thick strokes that we have seen in letter A also. So serif fonts become a little difficult to read when projected on big screens. And while want to say something? Again, whenever we are designing our presentations, we need to have a look at which type of audience we are having. Sometimes we may have an audience also which have some kind of visual impairments. So again, these thin, thick strokes are not readable for them also. So it is again advisable to use serif fonts for documents and sans serif usually for the presentations. Okay. With this, we come to another aspect of typography. So if again, I want to ask something, that if I want to highlight something, maybe when I'm writing in a notebook or maybe when I'm going for a presentation. So how do you lend emphasis or highlight something? Even we are teachers, we write on the board also. So if I want to bring attention of my students to something important, so how do I highlight it? Okay, we can go for a big font, yes. But even if I'm writing something, bold effect, yes, absolutely. Anything else that you use by changing color, font, and underlining it? Yes, Seema, absolutely correct. Okay. Anything else you want to add? So for lending emphasis, you've already said we can bold it. We can even italicize it. We have this option in presentations, so we can italicize it also. Similarly, we can underline it. Important, we always say underline it, and this is how we teach in our classes also. This is important, underline it. We can even capitalize the word. And as we have already said, we can change the color. So, okay, what if I do this? Here, for the word emphasis now, I have, we can use a highlighter also. Yes, absolutely. So for now, what I've done is I have made the word emphasis bold. I have also changed its color. I've underlined it. So is it okay? Is this the correct way of writing or not? Do you agree? This is looking good now. We can use it in our presentations. Um, so when we say that we are using all these things together, if I start using bold, italics, underline, color change, then what it leads to is it is overemphasizing our point. So this is something we need to avoid. Sometimes we try to do all the things together, but in the long run, it may not look that good. So one change is good enough. We can keep bold, italic, underline, anything that we feel like. But again, not everything all together. And again, one thing I would like to say over here is that choose one of the font options. That if you are using bold to highlight something, then to maintain consistency in your slide design, use this font feature for everything. If you want to italicize it, again, use this font feature throughout your presentation. Underline, capitalize, whatever you feel like doing, but again, keep it the same way. Okay. Okay, so with this, we come to a set of guidelines called as typography guidelines, which we have seen. That is, I'm only summarizing what we have seen till now. That is, we need to use only minimum fonts. So use of 2 fonts are advisable in the presentation, where one font can be used for the heading and other can be used for the body part of the slide. Again, we have discussed earlier also that we can use one kind of font option to emphasize, maybe bold, italic, whatever you feel like. Again, we can go for left alignment in the presentation slides. As you can see in this presentation, this is the most advised case for our presentation. And we can use the grid option, which is usually present in the view menu in different softwares that we use for creating presentations for placing different objects. So you can always switch on the grid option, and this will help you to place the different objects correctly on the screen. Okay. Have you noticed this green symbol over here on the slide? The star symbol over here. So this is another visual clue that has been added in this presentation. So whenever we have a guideline slide, we will see the star option over here. This type of a feature you can also use in your presentations. Maybe I am teaching a topic, and after certain slides, I want to summarize what I have taught to my students. And whenever I want to maybe recall something, or my students want to recall something, they can quickly go through that summary slide. So for easy identification, we can keep these such kinds of visual clues for our students also, that this is kind of a screenshot slide for them, that they can have it in their content, and easy to remember tips, points, anything that you want to emphasize in that case. Okay. Again, we come to another set of guidelines, which are the color guidelines now. Since we have started with the point that whenever we decide on a presentation, sometimes we are not very familiar with which colors to use. So the suggestions are that is contrast, it offers more readability. So if we are using a darker background, then we can use a lighter text on it. And if we are using a lighter background, like this white background that I'm using, so we can use a darker text on it, like I'm using black. For this maroon portion, which has a darker background, I'm using white. But for a white background, I'm using black color. Similarly, it again depends upon where we are presenting. Maybe if I'm presenting in a dimly lit room, so what will be a better option? I can use white text on a black background because it will lead to lesser strain on the eyes. But if I am presenting in a bright room, then the suggestion is to use black text on a white background. Again, the colors like this vivid color, that is yellow color that we have over here, or pale colors that like this light gray color. These colors, they tend to bleed when we are projecting them on a big screen. So we need to avoid such type of colors in our presentation because again, they reduce readability. Another is we always try to choose a color scheme that should suit our topic. Suppose I'm teaching a topic in maybe a botany class, but I am using colors like pinks and oranges on my screen. So that will not go with my theme. For botany, we usually go for plants and everything. So shades of green, grays, they will work better over there. Maybe browns even. So that will give us a feeling of that we are studying a botany subject over there. So the suggestion is whenever we are choosing the color scheme, what we can do is we always have this kind of a master layout given in the presentations to us. The vivid colors that we are talking about, they are usually at the top of this master layout. So we need to avoid these colors. This master layout, it has the colors that we are usually offered in the presentation. So if I want to change a color, I should opt for this kind of a layout and pick one color from here. But maybe I want some color which is not there, or maybe a shade that I'm looking for. Then the suggestion is to look at the bottom of that layout. These are the colors that are more appropriate for our presentations, which are similar looking to these colors that are in the master layout, but not very vivid, so they will not bleed when projected on the screen. Okay. So with this, we come to the guidelines related to charts and graphs. Dhere, would you like to continue?
Yes. Okay, so far the set of guidelines and the points we saw were general specific to font, size, colors, alignments. Now there is another set of visuals that we generally use in our slides, that is charts and tables. So first we will go with the charts. So here is one simple chart in front of you that most spoken languages worldwide in 2021. Now, the one design change that you would want in this graph. Again, chat box and unmuting, you have two options.
Headings are slanted. That should be straight.
Headings are?
In slanted that are given at the bottom of
Okay.
Anything else? Yes, we agree. These headings are slanted and it is making difficult. I have to tilt my neck and then read the names. Otherwise, the graph is looking fine. Or do you want to change something?
Remove grid line. Okay.
Anything else that we feel like? These grid lines are definitely there at the back. Are we fine with this 3D portions over here then? Is it looking nice? Okay. So are we fine with the rest of design? Only the labels are difficult to read and the grid lines are not appropriate, right? Okay. So any changes that you would want to make other than this one, or any suggestions what we can do for these tilted labels then?
We have two more points in the chat box, that graph title may be at the bottom of the graph and in proper size.
Okay. Madam Seema, can you elaborate on what we are talking about with proper size over here?
Ma'am, resolution of that image. And you should put labels on right side of the graph. At the top end.
Right side of the graph, okay.
At top end. X label, Y label, just like on graph paper.
Okay. Okay, so
we also have one point that multiple colors shouldn't be used.
Okay. Multiple colors. So we are having this blue, white, this yellow. Rukia, anything? So which color? Multiple fonts and sizes also. Okay.
Yes, so I think if we go to the next slide, we have.
So again, as Divya has mentioned, the grid lines are there. Also, we have
so we have grid lines at multiple points at the side, at the back of the graph. So the one point, that is the one point. The second point is that the terminologies which are used, the languages which are in tilted languages, in the tilted form. We also have the numbers at the bottom of the bar, and which are not readable because of the grid line and the numbers are overlapping to each other. Correct. So now if we go to the next slide, we have eliminated all the chart chunks, that the unnecessary cubicle part of it, the grid lines which were at the back. So we have removed all the unnecessary part. Now we have a very clean graph where we have a simple rectangular bars, we have numbers, and we have the languages at the bottom. Still, there is one point that we said in the
earlier part also, that the
yes.
labels are still tilted.
So here we have just changed the orientation, that instead of vertical, we are going with the horizontal bar chart because our labels were very long. So now for the long labels, we have shifted to the horizontal bar. Now they are fitting very well. We don't need to become Ajay Devgan and tilt our head. We can, front face and look at it. The another thing that we can do is we can arrange them all the elements in a logical sequence, maybe from higher to lower or lower to higher. So that again goes up to what point we want to highlight with the help of chart.
Yes. Dr. Bharati is also saying that legends are there, scale, and we can use more clear fonts. So, Dr. Bharati, is this design good enough now, or do you want to change something in it also? Now, are we okay with this part, or any more suggestions to change? Yes, we have still skipped that X and Y axis because sometimes we don't need it. We are able to understand things. And these are the languages that we're talking about, and these are the parts in millions. Yes. Tejrao, sir, you want to say something?
Yes, so the one more addition that we do to this graph, that is we change the color of the background and select the color which is already we have at the main slide. So if we go to the next slide.
Yes. No, so what we can do it, we can again give the same background to our chart as given in the main slide so that it mixes with the slide and doesn't pop out unnecessarily. Dr. Tej Rao, do you want to say something? Now, so what we can do is we can blend the chart design with the slide design. And again, we can use color properties to capture the learner attention. So if I want my learner to quickly look up maybe the Hindi speakers in this chart. So what we have done is we have highlighted that part. Also, we can arrange the bars logically, maybe in ascending order, in descending order, maybe in alphabetical order, which is according to your requirement. So any questions that we have till now? Rukia is saying that there should be uniformity in the slides. Yes, that is why we are trying to blend the chart design along with the slide design itself. Okay. Now, so with this, we come to the chart and graph design guidelines.
Which, as we just saw that, okay, the chart label should be very clear and precise. We need to work on the aesthetics that avoid the chart junk, that all those grid lines and everything that we don't need. So we can avoid all the such chart junks. We can use horizontal chart for the long labels so that they can fit properly. We can arrange elements logically, that in whichever sequence we want our learner to, have to look at the chart elements. And finally, be careful with the colors, that what colors we are selecting to emphasize something or to remove the highlight or whatever are the purpose of the chart, that should be reflected with the use of colors in the chart that we are presenting.
So again, on this screen, you can see a sample slide, which is talking about planet vital statistics. So again, we are asking, identify one change that you would like to make in this table design. Is the design okay? You want to change something? Okay, the alignment part. Okay, alignment of which portion? Can you elaborate on this part?
Color scheme should be changed.
Okay, and what is the suggestion for the color scheme? The third row. Okay. Now, if we want to change the color scheme, what would be the recommended one according to you? Okay, we are getting that there should be center alignment for all. Okay. Okay, so let's try something now. What we are going to do is we are going to try for the squint test. For this, we are only going to close your eyes almost to the full and then quickly open it. And tell me what is the first thing that you see on the slide. Just quickly close your eyes and open it and tell me the first thing that you see. Just the
lines of table.
Yes, the
They
lines
are
of
too
table.
dark.
They are too dark, yes. Then we're also getting answer in the chat that the table pattern can be changed. The Seema is also saying font size for heading. Okay, the third row should be second. Why, Santosh? Why to interchange the rows?
Because it is a problem with ascending and descending order.
Okay. Change the background color. Colors are too dark. Okay. Yes, color of the title row. Okay, it is again white. Yes. So what we are saying is, firstly, that the table borders, they are too dark. We all agree to it that it's just too dark and they're overpowering. This is the first thing almost that we see on the screen. Yes, table borders are there to differentiate the different cells, but we can remove them completely also, or we can maybe at least lighten them up. Maybe use a light gray color so that they are not too overpowering for us. Yes, I agree that this color combination that we have, again, we are saying that the color combination that we're using should have some kind of a meaning attached to it. So if I'm saying white, blue, again, white and blue, then they are not making any kind of category over here for me. This is the heading, but then there is blue, this is white, this is blue. So there's not categorizing things for us. The color is not doing anything for us over here. So one of the enhancement that I would like to show or talk about, we have already talked about the cell borders over here. Again, the alignment part that we were talking about earlier, something is left aligned, maybe some part is center aligned, the number of moons, this is now right aligned. So this is not working to our conditions. Again, there's no consistency in that case. So what we have done is we have removed the dark borders and added a color for the heading part also, a lighter color to maintain the consistency in design. We have used the same color, a similar color pattern over here also, plus again to maintain the contrast, a lighter color at the back and a darker font color on the front side. We were not happy with that dark color of the rose. So I've used a color scheme over here, which is of the similar family. Pinkish, purplish, blue, they all come in the cold color category, school color ones. So again, a similar family type. The headings are now again center aligned for everything. The alignment of the rows we were talking about earlier. So For the numbers, I think we usually prefer the right line things. You know, is it so, madam? For numbers, what we do is we prefer right line paths. So maybe if I want to quickly add up something, you know, there are figures which I want to add up. So that is an easier option for me to add things. Otherwise, you can use it according to your convenience also. Maybe a center line will also work if we have similar things written over here like this. Okay? And instead of saying water presence, yes, no, what we have used is we have incorporated icons over here. We all agree to this part that whenever we see something with icons or symbols, we remember it for a longer time instead of the words. So these tick marks and these crosses will tell us that whether there is water presence or not, and we will remember it also. Again, when we are talking about highlighting something, maybe I want to highlight the number of moons of Saturn because it is the biggest number over here in case. Otherwise, there are no moons or 2 moons for Mars. So what we have done over here is again, I have bold this number part to highlight it. You can use a color change feature also. But again, the advice is to maintain consistency in your slide design. If you are using bold to highlight something, then we can keep bold or any other options that we have discussed earlier. Okay. So with this, we come to another set of guidelines, that is the table guidelines. And since I'm calling this as a screenshot slide, so we have already discussed all this part that the focus is always should be on the content. We should always check the data alignment and ensure that there is harmony between our tables and slide designs. And we can use different color features to highlight things, maybe different typographic features, and also utilize icons to enhance our tables and charts further. For your reference, I'll be sharing the presentation, but if you want, you can take a screenshot also. Okay. And lastly, we are going to again summarize the things. That is, whenever we choose a presentation template, the main thing that we need to keep in mind is what content we are going for and what message it is going to give to our audience. We have earlier discussed for a botany one. Also, maybe I'm teaching computer science. So again, a theme of maybe reds will not work over there. I can go for color schemes. Usually in the educational content, we go for blues and browns and grays. These are the color options that we go for. Usually. Also, if we are not very good at choosing going for creating a template on our own, so what we can use is we can use some predefined templates also. What it does is these templates, they are based on well-researched visual design guidelines, and they, with few changes, you can quickly use them also. You don't need to think for all those things, maybe fonts, colors, and everything. Similarly, there is another rule that we follow. It is basically a guideline, that is the 6x6 rule, where we talk about that there should be not 6 words per bullet and not more than 6 bullet points per slide. I know it sometimes becomes difficult to pack the content in 6 words. How we can do it? We can maybe remove the extra adjectives, pronouns, but do maintain the consistency of the sentences in that case. Again, this is to declutter your slide and to add the extra breathing space in these slides also. And we need to follow consistency again throughout our slide designs. Similarly, whenever we are adding some kind of a graphic or an image on the screen, we need to look for images that are in the Creative Commons. And even if we take them, we need to duly acknowledge the source and keep the scale of the image maintained. The aspect ratio need to be maintained everywhere. So that is why we always say that the content as well as visual design, that is, they go hand in hand and they always lead to an effective presentation. So these are some resources that you can refer to. If you want to go for some kind of a presentation template, then you can go for maybe Google Slides or SlidesGo. If you want to add icons in your presentation, then the Noun Project and Flat Icon, they offer a set of very good icons that you can use. We have used Noun Project icons in this presentation. And if you want to maybe go for a presentation, maybe you want to start it from scratch, but you are not sure which color scheme to use, then we have this option available in Canva Color Palette Generator. What we can do is simply click on the color palette generator. It will take you to the site, or you can simply open Canva color palette generator, type it in Google. I have, suppose I want to upload an image over it. It's giving me an option to upload an image of my choice. So whenever I'll upload an image, what it will do is, this is my image, and immediately it has created a color template for me. This pick the colors from the picture that I'm using, and it has quickly given me these colors, which I can copy the codes. The hex codes are there over there, and quickly use them in my design. So if you have some kind of an image in mind or some kind of graphic that you want to use, so you can use a color scheme based on it. You can simply search for different color combinations also. You can explore them. You can maybe type a color. Maybe I wanted color has to be maybe blue for my presentation. So it is giving me very different options also. So this is a lot of options for color blue that I can go for. Maybe you want for green, for any color that you want. So it is giving me a lot of options over here also. So it is a good trick to use maybe whenever you are designing something also. It helps you to create certain things. So with this, we come to the lab session on visual enhancement of presentations. If you have a notebook or a pen and paper with you, that is good. If you don't have, then you can quickly grab one. So in the lab session, we will be going for an activity where you will be again observing the sample image on the screen. Okay. You will evaluate that sample image based on the given rubric and instructions. They will be all given to you on the screen itself. And then you can record and share your score in the chat window. Again, you can unmute and answer also. And this is kind of a sample slide that you'll be seeing, where there will be a sample image. We will have the criteria for evaluation, and you will be given these scores also, how to mark. You can write low, medium, high, or you can write 0, 1, 2 maybe. And these are the criteria that we'll be evaluating the slides on. So you can maybe take a screenshot for your future reference also, if you want, that this is how we can evaluate our own presentations also. And if you want to draw the table, we can maybe side by side draw it when we are evaluating the slides also. Everything will be mentioned on the screen. And how I am looking for the score. So what you can do is the sample images numbers are there. Maybe the number is images 2. And if you want to say the score is low or medium or high, or you can even assign them as 2 hyphens 0, 1, 2. So both will work for us, either low, medium, high, or 0, 1, 2. Okay, so if you have understood instructions, so shall we go ahead? Is it okay for everyone? Okay. So sample image and score, this is what we are looking for. Okay, so on your screen, you can see 2 images, one A and one B. The criteria for evaluation is usage of fonts. If you feel like there are too many fonts, then you can mark the score as low. Two fonts are there, but they are not readable, then medium. Or if everything is okay, you can give the score as high. If you want, you can unmute and answer also.
We have received first response, that is low.
Okay. Rukia is saying low. Dr. Santosh is saying yes. And okay. Now we are waiting for a few more responses. Okay, so 1A is low. Rukia, low for both the images or 1A, 1B? Okay, so 1B low. And we have another one, 1B, 1 that is medium. Seema is saying font size is not readable. So 1A 0 and 1B 1. Okay. So anybody would like to elaborate why low for 1A and why medium for 1B? Since we are marking low for 1A, so we are simply saying that we have too many fonts. That is, more than 3 fonts are used over here. Can you identify in the image where are these 3 fonts that we are talking about? Anybody who would like to unmute and answer?
Upside, downside, and the left and right. Left, right.
Okay.
And there are too many font sizes.
But the criteria for evaluation, this is what we are strictly following.
Okay.
That there are too many fonts and too many font options. Here we are not looking for size. Or is it fine? Seema is saying 6 are there. Okay. So for image 1A, though it is looking like it is having too many fonts, but there are only actually 2 fonts in the image. One is for the title over here. The other one is over here. But since it is tilted in some part, we have this curved part written over here. Somewhere it is written in the straight line. So it, again, this curve is going upward. So it is looking like that we have more fonts. But actually, there are only 2 fonts over here. So we are saying that there are 2 fonts in the presentation, but yes, they are not readable. The curved portion, because of the choice of font, the readability is low. And this is what we are saying, that some unnecessary font options are there. We don't need to capitalize over here. So certain things are there. Similarly, for image 1B, when we are talking about image 1B, again, what we are seeing here is that the size is wearing yes. And we have this unnecessary portion where we are written it in the form of italics. Bullet points and then suddenly the italics have come off. So again, the font options Fonts are again two, but some font options are unnecessary. So for both the images, I think we can go for medium. Selection of fonts is not appropriate. I do agree. Okay. So this is what we are saying. All these evaluations, what are these? They are subjective. They will vary with time, with practice, with experience, and again from person to person also. How we look at things, it will again vary. So do you all agree that we can give the score as medium in both the cases? Or still there is some discussion to be done? Do we agree on it? Okay, so let's see another example and then we will see do we agree or not. Okay.
For this one, we will mainly focus on the colors, that the use of colors on slide. Again, we have low, medium, high. Let's see.
So sample image is 2. So we are looking for score for sample image 2, maybe low, medium, high, or 0, 1, 2 based on this rubric. If you feel there are too many colors, then you can mark the score as low. The colors are bright or pale. If you feel like there are some unnecessary colors and some colors are bright and pale, then we can mark it as medium. Or if you feel like it is a good slide, the colors are appropriate, then we can mark the score as high.
We have started with 2.
Okay, the score is 2, right? We are giving high score for this one. We have a medium also now.
Medium also.
Another medium.
We have one more medium.
Anybody would like to elaborate on why medium for the slide?
May I?
Yes, yes.
There are at the downside there are unnecessary colors, some unnecessary colors, and the background is at the center it is light, and at the corners it becomes darker, and the font color is taken white. So we can change the background, otherwise we can have the darker, change the shade of the font also. So that's why I have chosen medium for this.
Okay. We have a number of mediums only for this one. So again, whenever we are going for this slide design, the criteria here was use of color. So if I am only looking at the slide color, the blue background, the white text on it, so I can say the contrast is good. The center part, I can read it properly. So I can say that yes, the appropriate colors are used. Though these bullet points are little pale, so I can again say that some unnecessary colors are there. So we can go for medium also. But if we look at this bottom line over here, which is this Rangoli design at the bottom. So again, it depends upon the person. Some are able to ignore it. And this is not necessary, this is part of the design itself. It is coming on every slide and we are ignoring it. No, so then we will opt for medium. But if you feel like that this is too many colors over there, some may feel like this thing. So we can mark the score as low also in that case. So again, I'm repeating that these evaluations, they are all subjective. They depend upon the person, practice, experience, and what is your thinking. So in this case, I do agree that there are some unnecessary colors and some colors are bright and pale. So we can mark the score as 2. No, 1, sorry. No, medium part. Okay. So now we have another slide on screen. The criteria for evaluation is slide background in this case. So again, the score is low, medium, or high, depending upon if it is too much clutter in the background, making it unreadable, or it is perfect to use, then we can give it high score. Maybe okay in some slides, maybe not, then we can give it medium. We have got one high. We are waiting for the others to respond now. What is their take? So do you all agree to high? You got another high in this case. Yes, okay. Dr. Indrani is saying. Yes, okay. Okay. Now we have got one medium also. Why medium?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. UGC Kaur sir, व्हाट्स पर थैंक देने का है गौरव सर.
Yes, sir. रोल नंबर 4 को माइक अनम्यूट करना सर प्लीज.
UGC मालवी मिशन टीचर ट्रेनिंग सेंटर, डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर मराठवाडा युनिव्हर्सिटी, छत्रपती संभाजीनगर. Refresher course in information communication and technology. आज फर्स्ट दिन में मैम का सेकंड सेशन में मैम ने
हेलो सर, सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट यू.
इस लेक्चर में मैम ने ओपन एजुकेशन डिजाइनर इसके बारे में बहुत अच्छी सारी चीजें के बारे में, ग्राफिक्स के बारे में, चार्ट के बारे में, इस सारी चीजें सहित सब अच्छी इम्पोर्टेंट इंफॉर्मेशन दी गई. इसलिए मैम को थैंक्स फॉर थैंक्स ऑल ऑफ यू. थैंक यू सर. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. So I think we can just answer for this question that we have on screen. That is, if the contrast is a bit fine for us, we have again a black background and a white front. So yes, we can give it a high score. But in some slides, if we feel like that there may be some text on this orange portion, the background over here, then we can go for maybe a medium also. So both will work depending upon how you're using the slide. Okay. So if you have any questions, anything that you want to ask regarding the presentations, then we are open to questions. Otherwise, we have still 11 minutes to go for the session. And if you want, then I can maybe continue with few more slides.
Ma'am, I have one question.
Yes, sure, sir.
So from last 16 years, supposed to we are working here.
Yes, sir.
And preparing slides, presentation. So needs is the source of discovery. This is the prover. So according to our choice, we are preparing. But firstly, I learned how the lengthy process for how to prepare the slide. So that is the scientific way. But it should be directly training should be provided by us, because online platform, it is very difficult to understand. That is the real problems. You are asked what is the problem, raise your problems, whatever. So this is the practical platform. So online education should be taken offline. Then it will be better to understand us.
Yes.
That is very basic question and little question according to our age and any choice.
Otherwise, I would then have to come to Aurangabad.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will
Very
also get to
nice
see
place.
Aurangabad then. That will be a good option.
So बहुत दूर से भगवान देखने का ऑनलाइन तरीका है ये. हम लल्ला तो हम ऑनलाइन भी देखते हैं, लेकिन जब अयोध्या में जाएंगे तो इट इज वेरी टू इंटरेक्शन, आईज टू आईज, कांटेक्ट टू कांटेक्ट, देन ये होगा. क्या आपका राय क्या है अबाउट दिस प्रॉब्लम?
But I think after COVID, we all have got familiar with the online process also now. While teaching also, now as you are student today over here, learning new things also.
So according to the NEP, there is a point, outcome based education.
Yes.
An outcome to milega. We are working from last so many years, preparing the slide.
Yes.
But for this course, so I'm not supposed to explaining myself as a negative outcome. So it will be the positive outcome after completing all the sessions and courses.
Yes.
But it should be offline directly. So I have everything. I am supposed to join with the desktop. I'm working at same university, Bama University.
Okay.
As a commerce and management faculty.
Okay.
This is the real problem I put in front of you.
But while designing presentations, we need a computer, we need a laptop in front of us. So this is why the session is online also. So you can quickly design something along with us also. We will be having a lab session next month. Immediately after this, we'll be learning how to design the presentation also, the hands-on practice one. So I think immediately you'll be able to apply all these guidelines that we have discussed today with you. So that will give you a good experience.
Yeah, absolutely. You have delivered very nice lecture within last 2 hours. We are absolutely appreciated.
Thank you.
And in behalf of all the participants, thank you very much from your session.
Thank you, sir. Anybody else who want to ask something, any query that you have in mind regarding presentation slides? And I am again repeating, these guidelines are generic. Whether you are designing a document or any kind of a graphic, maybe a poster, an infographic, these guidelines are generic and hence can be applied to anything that you are designing.
लगता है सबको बहुत अच्छी तरह से समझ गया है. There is no queries at all.
Yes. Yes, thank you. Since we have roll numbers today, so roll number 35, may I know your name also?
So I don't know why they're hiding the name. Just give the roll number. So you can call by
No,
the
so that
name.
you can get a feeling of classroom then. Okay. So yes,
Okay.
thank you so much for having us today. There will be again continuing with you for the next part also. So if you have any queries in the meantime while you are designing the presentation also, then you can ask him.
So again, yes, ma'am. For all faculties, I want to say something.
Yes,
Excuse me. So for other participant, while you are participating in this course or program, so be professional. So do not supposed to express yourself as a very casual. You are supposed to traveling, you are working on other works, and so the speaker might be the disturb while you are supposed to presenting yourself as a very casual man. So all the people should be participant. Being I'm the senior participant, I can say like this, no problem. डिस्टर्ब होता है अगर लोग थोड़ा डिस्टर्ब करते हैं बीच में तो
Okay, so if there are no more queries, then can we call it the day for the session?
Tejinder madam, myself,
Yes.
roll number 3, Dr. Indira Avsare.
Yes, ma'am.
You have really given a wonderful presentation.
Thank you,
and
ma'am.
training us with how to design PPT and what are the biggest challenges which we are facing and how to overcome the same. So
Yes.
it was really, we have to check what are the types of audience, and now we are witnessing, we have got variety of audience. How?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we are definitely going to implement the guidelines, whether it is regarding topography, font emphasizes, etc. So from my side, a big thank you to you, ma'am, for a wonderful presentation for the refresher course to all of us. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And I'm also looking forward to what you are going to design in the next session also.
Yes, ma'am, surely. Under your guidance.
Yes. Yes. I'll be sharing the presentation with you all. I'll be sending them to the HRDC and then you can have it. Continue with it. Sure.
So next. गौरव घ्या ना पुढचं काय ते
roll number 4. Sir, please read the biodata.
Yes, sir. UGC Malvi Mission Teacher Training Center, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. Refresher course in Information Communication and Technology, online from 15 January 2025 to 28 January 2025. Is first day, second session में second session के lecture है श्रुति हंडा मैम, assistant professor, Department of Computer Science, Khalsa College for Women, Civil Lines, Ludhiana. Shruti is an ambitious and committed educator, always looking for interesting ways to enhance the performance of her students. She holds a master's degree in information technology. She has created a YouTube channel on the subject of computer science in order to explore, innovate, and effective teaching and learning techniques. She is currently working as assistant professor, Department of Computer Science, Khalsa College for Women, Ludhiana, Punjab State. Additionally, she has contributed as a resource person in various workshops and FDPs and has been part of the NPTEL Designing Learning Centric MOOCs course team. Vote for thank you, ma'am. All of you, thank you.
Thank you so much. So I'll be conducting session for Canva. So it is in continuation with the session that you have attended just now. So I'll just share my screen. So, I'm audible and my screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay. So, so this is a Canva lab, and Dharya will be co-conducting the session with me. And we'll be creating presentation in this session. So if you have access to your laptops or mobile phones, then definitely I would like that you should prepare a presentation, maybe 2 slides along with the demonstration. So before I begin, I just want to know, like, how many of you are familiar with Canva, or which presentation softwares you have been using for creating presentations? You can put up in chat also. Which softwares have you been using for creating presentations?
So I think majority people are saying that they use MS PowerPoint.
Okay, okay, right. So, and how many of you are familiar with Canva? Okay, Google Slides they have been using. Okay, so today I'll be conducting this session on Canva. So Canva is basically an online graphics platform that is used to create visual content. You can create any type of visual content, maybe social media posts, presentations, logos, and posters, and it has very easy to use drag and drop interface. And the most important thing is that non-designers, non-graphics designers can easily use this Canva software for creating presentation because of its very easy to use drag and drop interface. So you don't have to be a professional graphics designer for creating designs in Canva because it does not have a steep learning curve. And so we'll be exploring Canva today for creating the presentation. So, so I would like that all of you should try out this Canva. If you have access to the laptops, you definitely try out creating presentations along with the demo. And otherwise, you can also install Canva app on your mobile phones. So there are two ways in which we can access Canva. One is through the Canva website, and another is you can install Canva app on your mobile phones. So I'll begin with the presentation, with the demonstration. So I'll just.
Now, ma'am, tell us to how to it will be download the Canva on the mobile. So I will supposed to download it from the.
So you can just go to your app store and just type Canva there, and you can install the app just like any other app.
CANVA.
CANVA.
प्ले स्टोर में जाने का पहले ना.
Yes. If you
Google
have.
Play Store.
Yes.
Google Play Store.
Yes, Google Play Store.
Okay, so after that, we have to. प्ले स्टोर के लिए search Canva, CANVA. Canva app download.
So, meanwhile, you download Canva app on your mobile phones. I'll start with the demonstration. If you have access to your systems, you can just open Google Chrome and
Photo
type
and video, there are many options come in front of us. Photo and video editor, Canva.
Okay. You have
So
to just search for simple Canva.
Canva student, photographs,
Yes,
video
so
editor.
when you will search Canva, there will be a first option, photo and video editor dash Canva. You can download that. And I have posted, I'm posting a link in the chat room.
Tell
So
us
if you are on your
exact
phone,
what is the word should be given in the search line.
yes. So if you will,
Canva.
if you will open the chat box, the Zoom chat box. I have pasted the link. It will directly land you to the
I'm
app on the
using the
Play Store.
mobile.
Yes, yes.
And
The
join
link is
with.
for the phone, the mobile app,
Sir,
the photo and video
I
editor
join
Canva.
with the desktop and using the mobile, both the device I am using right now.
So
Yes, so its name.
If you are using desktop, it's better that you access it through Canva website. So I'm starting with the demonstration. Just you type Canva in the Google search bar. The first link, that is www.canva.com. Just click on this link.
www.
So the first link, when you search, you can click on the first link, that is canva.com.
Yes.
And just you have to log in with your Gmail account. So I'm logging with my Gmail account. If you're logging for the first time, it will ask for some steps. Just you can click those steps.
और गूगल में जाना है.
हाँ. गूगल क्रोम पे, google.com पे आप Canva सर्च करें, Canva टाइप करें.
तो प्ले स्टोर में नहीं जाने का?
Agar desktop, if you are using desktop laptop, then you can go to this Canva website.
Just minute, हाँ. Visual. Yes, Canva, login, open app. Starting designing. Login करने का?
Yes, you have to log in with your Gmail account.
Continuous with Google.
Yes, yes.
Sign, choose an account. Yes. Our Gmail account should be open, right?
Yes, yes.
Sign into Canva. Continue, na? Yes. Continue. Okay.
So,
So this is
so
processing.
this is, yes. So this is the homepage of Canva. And so here we can create different types of projects, like we have cards, documents, presentation, social
Personal,
media posts.
yes, yes. Personal, large companies, small business, teachers. So I have
Okay, it
to
is
choose the
asking you can
teachers.
log in. Yes, you can choose teachers option. If you're logging
Teachers,
for the first time, it will ask this option.
yes. So here that must be fun. So skip करना है इसको.
Yes, you can skip
Come
other
back to,
steps.
come back to Canva. Upgrade play. What is new? अलग ही लिस्ट आ गई है यहाँ तो.
So I should
Come back
begin with the
to
demonstration, right?
Canva Pro.
Yes, ma'am.
So, this is the homepage of Canva, and here you can see we have the list of projects that we can develop in Canva. We can design cards, we can create documents, we can create presentations, social media posts, videos, websites we can create in Canva with the very easy to use interface. So you can just click on more and search other projects that you can create in Canva: business cards, Zoom virtual background, magazine covers, book covers, anything you think of, any design you can create in Canva. We can do photo editing, video editing. We can create animated videos in Canva. So all these projects are available. So today we'll be focusing on creating presentation, and the elements of Canva I'll be discussing in the presentation that will be applied for all the designs. So I'll be covering all the elements of Canva with this presentation. So now I want to create a presentation. I can click create new presentation from here. Otherwise, on left side, I can click create a design. From there also I can choose the presentation option. So we have two options on the home page. Either you click on create design option, create a design, or you can select from this part. So I'll click on create a design option, and I'll click on presentation part. So this is the blank presentation that is being displayed.
Educational posters.
So this is the blank area. This is the working area, the blank slide where we'll be designing. On left side, we have the menu or the elements that we can apply on our designs, maybe presentations, maybe posters, whatever we are designing. So the first is design. Here we have built-in templates available that you can directly use for creating a presentation. Like I can show you one educational presentations. You can search for the templates. So here we have a list of educational presentations. We can choose one design and make sure to choose free one, because here we have pro versions also. So we can choose the pro version, but such designs we cannot download. So there will be a Canva watermark also. So it's better that we choose the free versions. So I can apply, if I want to choose a particular page, I can select, or I can apply all the 24 pages. So this is the template that I have chosen. And so these are the elements. I just have to click on it and make the changes. So this is how we can use a template, but I'll be designing the presentation from scratch so that we can discuss all the elements of Canva. So and the best part is that you don't have to save your work. It is automatically saved. So just at the top, you can just click and name your file. So suppose I name it sample1. And that's it. So I don't have to save my design. It will be automatically saved. So I'll just close this. I'll just go to home. If I want to go back to home, just click on the 3 lines. And this is the home page. Again, I'm back on the home page. So I'll take new presentation. So this is the blank presentation. So in design, I've already shown you, we can use templates. We have layouts, we have styles, that color palettes we can choose. So we'll begin with the elements. Most of the graphics elements are available in this elements option. In this, we have an option of shapes. We can choose different shapes. We can choose different graphics. Then we have an option of polls and quizzes, AI image generator. We can insert tables, photos, videos in our presentation just with a single click. Then we can insert charts. So we'll be discussing all these elements. We can insert frames, grids, and we have a collection of graphics. So first I will select grid option. So I'll be starting with the grid element. Just click on see all, and we have a lot of options available for grid here. So you can choose any type of grid. Basically in grid element, we can place image, or we can change the color. I can basically divide my screen into different parts. So the purpose of grid is to divide your slide into parts. So I'll choose this grid pattern. Just I have to click and it will be displayed in the workspace. Then you have to click, you can click on one part and you can apply image, or you can change the background color. So I have just clicked this left side of the grid. At the top, I will click on color, and here I can choose any color for this part of the grid. So I can choose from this document color. I can generate a color of my choice, or I have an option default colors. I can choose from default colors. I can choose gradient colors. Just I will click and it will be applied like this. So I have set the background color for one part of the grid. And now if I want to close this, I can just click on cross. And in the other part, I would like to insert an image. So again, for image, I can go to uploads. In uploads, I can search for the image, video and audio. So I'll be searching for some image here. So the topic that I'm choosing for my presentation is IoT, Internet of Things. So I will search image for this. So it is showing image for IoT, or I can upload the image from my computer also. So for that, I can search image on Google. So I'll just show that also. IoT images. I go to the images tab, and in tools option, I will select the usage right Creative Commons. And just I can click on any image. I can just directly copy and paste the image in Canva also, or I can download also. So I'll just right click and save image, or I can just copy the image and paste it in Canva. So I'll save this image once. Otherwise, I can also show you, like I can just click this image, right click, copy image, and I can directly paste in Canva. So I just have to drag this image over the grid by keeping the left mouse button pressed, and it will be applied to the grid. Other way to upload the images, click on upload files, and from the download section of my system, I will select the image that I have downloaded. Open. Now the image is being uploaded in Canva. You can see this green color image. So I will apply this image. I'll just select this image, and I can just press the delete icon here to delete the image.
Ma'am, in IoT, there is no images coming to my screen.
Yes, actually, first you have to download the images and upload in Canva. Only then it will search, it will give you the images. Actually, I already had 2-3 images of IoT in my this option, so it was showing. Otherwise, you have to, yes, you have to download images. Or you can go to elements section again, and here we have an option of photos. Yes, so here we have an option of photos. You can search here, but it's better to search from internet, because in this case it will show pro images.
So from where to download the image?
From Google. You can download the image from Google.
Means
Google,
on the
yes. Google.com, you can search for a particular image.
and we have to download it in Canva.
You can either copy and paste in Canva, or you can download to your computer.
Okay.
So in photos also you can search images, but generally it shows paid images. Here, some of the images are free, I can see, but mostly they are paid. So I'll place an image here. So just you have to click on the image. Image will be inserted in your work area. Just you have to drag and drop the image over the part of a grid where you want to place it. So this image is placed in the right part of the grid. So now next I'll be demonstrating text. Now how to write text in a slide. Just you have to click on the text part. On left hand side, just click on the text element. And here we have four options of adding a text. You can add a text box. You can add a heading. You can click on subheading or a body text. So I will click on add a heading option. So here you can see it displays 4 handles. Just press the 4 handles and drag it where you want to place the heading. And just you can start typing. So I can select this text. I can increase or decrease the size of the text. Whatever element you select, the corresponding menu bar will appear at the top, and just you can change the font from here. Like here, by default, it is using Canva Sans. I can change any other font. So it will change the font of the text, and then you can increase or decrease the size just by clicking plus or minus sign. Then you can change the text color. Just you have to click on this A icon. And again, you can select the default color, or you can choose the photo color also. The photo that we have applied, it is showing the photo color also, just to maintain the consistency of the design in the slides. So I can select that photo color also if I want. So just click outside and the things are done. Again, you can click, you can select and accordingly make the changes.
What is that magic, right?
Yes, magic right is that you can just click and it is basically generative AI. That is, if you want to get something from AI, like just like Chat GPT, you must have used Chat GPT. If you want
Yes.
something, yeah, so that is magic right. So
हे
we'll
पण
be
close
using
कर. हे बाजूला करून
this
दे.
in next
आणि इकडे कॅनव्हा टाक.
slide.
याचा आवाज कर मोठा.
So
कॅनव्हा टाक, कॅनव्हा.
I think somebody's microphone is on. Add a subheading. So in this slide, we have applied grid and we have applied the text element. So I'll be adding another slide. Now, if you want to add another slide to this presentation, below you can see we have a plus sign. Just click on the plus sign. So new slide is added. So I'll add some text here. So if I want to add some points, I can choose this option, add a little bit of body text. And I'll just select some points. I'll just write some outline of my presentation. So I have to just drag and I can increase the size of the text. I'll just select and keep it left aligned. Now here at top, we have an option of alignment. So just this is by default center align. I'll just click. Now it is left align. Click again, justify, click again, right align. So you can change the alignment from this option. So this is center. Now it is left align. So just you can type and select and click on the bulleted points. It will display the bulleted points. Like I'll just delete these bullets. You can select the text and click on this bullet option. So this is, we can create bulleted points. So I'll add another slide. Add a little bit of body text. So here we can try out magic write. What is IoT? And click on generate. So I can just copy the text. Or I have an option, I can either copy the text from here or I can just insert. So the text is inserted, I can just change the font, increase the size. Now you can see while I'm moving the elements, you can see pink color grid lines. This horizontal and vertical grid line. It will help us to align the elements on a slide. So alignment in presentation is very important, and in the alignment part in Canva is quite easy.
How that pink line is coming?
It is being displayed automatically only, like just when I drag the element, I press my left mouse button and I'm trying to place it at a particular position. So now it is exactly at the center, this paragraph. It is automatically showing this red, pink color lines. Just when I'm moving my object, my element. So with that, I know that my element is at exact position at the center location of the slide. So I'll keep it short. So another option here for text we have is spacing. We can increase the letter spacing just by dragging this. The letter spacing is increasing. If we want to increase the line space, just we have to increase or decrease. We have to just drag and you can see the line spacing is increasing. So this is the option for letter and line spacing of the text. So this was the text option and the things that we can do with text. Another element I'm going to discuss is, now like here photos element has been selected. If I want to go back, I'll just click on this arrow and it will display the other elements. Now I will show the frame option. similar to grid, but it is particularly for photograph, like we want to create a collage of photos, or we want to give a shape to some photograph. So we have a lot of options for frames here, basic shapes, film, photos. You can just click on see all and see the options that is suitable to your topic. So if I click on see all devices, so my photo will be displayed in this type of frame. So I have a lot of options for frame. Then this paper look, tone paper look is there. Flowers, blob-like structures, letters are available. Then trending shapes we have. Okay, I'll choose this shape. Just I'll click on this frame, and now this element is selected, and click on this color option and change the color of the frame. I can choose the photo color. I'll make a copy of this. You can just right click and you can duplicate the element. So I have duplicated the element. Color, I'll make it none. I'll just decrease the size. Now from elements, okay, from uploads, I'll choose one photograph. I just drag it. Now photo is added to this frame. Now see, if I try to move this, now the lower frame is fixed and the upper one is moving. If I want to, now this is my complete design. I want to fix this design. I can just group these elements. I can group my elements, like I'll click on one element, press Shift key, and click on the other element. And click this element, press Shift key, and select the other element. And just select. Pressing Shift key, selecting both the elements. Then here we have a group option. Just you can click on the group option. Now it will group the elements. And now if I move this design.
And please tell this again.
Okay, I'll ungroup this. Just click the design, ungroup. Now see, I had applied two frames, two elements. Now, if I just drag it, now this frame is moving separately, right? So I just want to group these two designs, two elements. I'll just click on one element, press Shift key, click on the other element. When this purple lines are displayed, just click on those lines. Now these both elements are selected, and just you can click on group option. Group option will automatically be displayed near this element. Now if I drag this element, it is grouped. So this is simple design that we can create in Gantt and very easy to create. So we don't have to be professional graphics designer for using this or designing such things. So now I move on to the next element. I'll just click on Art Page for another slide. Is this grouping and frame option fine? Or should I repeat?
I'm trying it.
Okay. I can repeat the steps.
First we have to take the photo and then frame, right?
No, first take the frame, then you can select a photo. Okay, I'll show again.
But yes.
Just select the frame, then you can move back. From photos, you can select some photo relevant to your topic. Just you have to drag the photo over the frame. And when it takes the shape of the frame, you can leave the left mouse button. You have to keep the left mouse button pressed till then. Now this photo is applied to the frame. I can just select and delete this photo and I'll choose some other photo. I'll just have to drag, and when it takes the shape of the frame, you can just leave the mouse. Next option is tables. You can easily insert table in your slides in Canva. So we have a tables option here.
Ma'am, just one query. If on that particular slide there is a text and
Okay.
we want to insert the frame and photo in between the text, then is there any option? Means
Yes.
can the text flexible or adjust according to the frame?
Yes. We can set the position of the elements to front and back. So see, I'm moving this image over this text. I'll just increase the size. Just select the image, and at the top you can see position option. Just select the position option and you can click backward or to back. Like
Where
this.
is the position option?
Click the element
Yes.
that you want to change the position of, and at the top you can see in this bar where we have these other options: edit, flip, animate. For every element, the menu is displayed above, just above the slide. So here we have position option. You can click the position option.
That menu is not coming.
You have to click the element.
Yes.
And then it will display that menu for that element. Click on the position option. And then you can...
Is there any adjustment to do to show this toolbar type thing, edit and all these things?
No.
It is not
it is
coming
automatically displayed. It is automatically displayed. You have to click the element. You have inserted some image or frame?
Frame also and image also.
Okay. So just click on that frame.
Okay.
And this
yes.
bar will be displayed, and
Okay.
there we have position option.
Yes. And what to do next?
Yeah, click on the position option, and on the left you can see it
Yeah.
has, so you can take it to back or bring it to front.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. Yes, thank you, ma'am.
So next, you can insert tables in your presentation. So here again in elements, mostly all the options are available in elements. So we'll click on see all and we have variety of tables, table design. So we can select one. So table is inserted. So here you can just simply click and enter your text. So I'll be entering the year and the connected IoT devices worldwide. And then I'll be creating graph for this. Suppose I don't want this column. So just click on the column, right click. Okay. You have to just right click on the column. And here we have an option of deleting the extra column. I can delete the column. In similar way, I can add a column also. Just right click, add a column. It will add a column to the right. So I'll delete this column. I'll increase the text size. I'll select the table and I can increase the size.
This is all available in Canva.
What?
This is all functions are available in Canva.
Yes, yes. I'm showing it on Canva website from laptop. So if you are working on mobile app, then you might not be able to design so much things. So obviously there is a limitation. But if you are working on a desktop or laptop, you can easily
Yeah, we
try
will
out
do
all these
practice.
options. Yes, then you can try out.
Basic things understood, no problem.
Yes, but in Canva app on mobile phones, there is a limitation.
How to enter the home, I understood it. After entering the home, we will search all these things. In which
So-
cupboard has.
And if you want to insert another row again, just right click. Right click and you can add another row. Similarly, you can delete the row. So we can create tables in Canva, insert tables and slides in Canva. All these elements you can use in other designs also. If you are creating a social media post or you are designing some poster, any other document, the elements will remain same. So next, if table thing is okay, we can move to graphs now. So I'll add another page. So we can insert charts in Canva in very easy way. So just click on the charts option and we have bar charts, line charts, pie donut charts, area charts, scatter charts. So infographics chart, radial charts are available. So you can explore these charts. So I'll click on see all bar chart. So I'll insert a bar chart. I just have to click. Now this chart is containing dummy values. So I'll just change now I have to change the data here. So just when you insert the chart, you just click on the chart and on the left side, it will display the table, you can see. So I don't want so many columns. I'll just right click and delete this. So delete column. I will delete the columns, extra columns. Just you have to click and right click on it. Delete column. Delete column. So I'll keep one column. Here I'll display the year.
Ma'am, can we prepare a chart? Means in the earlier slide, we have created a table. So can we
Yes,
use
you can.
that table?
Yes, you can show
for
that.
this? So how to do that?
Yes, you can copy the text from there. Directly, you cannot use it from here, but just the option is that you can just copy the text.
Okay.
Otherwise, we have an option, I'll tell you. I'll just select the chart and you have to click on the edit option.
Select all the rows.
Yes. Otherwise, we can add data from here also. Just click in left hand side, just click on add data and you can import Excel file. It's very easy. You can either import from Google Sheets or you can upload the data from your computer. You can select any Excel file and you can upload that file and use that file. Otherwise, you can type. So as we enter the text here, you can see the changes in the graph. I can increase or decrease the size. I can adjust the size of my graph. So this is stacked bar graph. So if I want to change the label from here, I can change. Currently it is showing year. And values it is showing on the other side. So I can click the chart again, select the chart in edit option. If I have inserted a bar chart once, I can change the chart. Just you have to click on edit option at the top, select the chart, click on the edit option and just click on another chart that you want to insert. I can change the chart. Okay, I'll select this row chart. So after inserting one chart, you can change the design of the chart. Just click the chart in edit option, you can change the chart. I can change the color of the bars. So I can click on the color. I can customize this chart. So I can just change the colors also. So this is how we can insert chart.
Ma'am,
Yes.
while pasting the earlier table on that particular editing option, there are lots of columns are there. So how to means we have to delete all the columns? How many?
Yes.
39. Continuously the columns are coming. So is there any option to select how many columns and rows we want?
No, we don't have an option. We have to just select and right click and delete. Like here in the data, you have a lot of columns. So just you
Yeah.
have to right click and delete column. You have to click on delete column option. The column will be deleted. Just click on that column. Right
One
click.
column.
Yeah.
Yes.
One or two columns you can delete two also. You can select and delete two columns also.
But there are lot many columns are there.
No, you can
So
leave those columns. You can you have to just delete those columns in which they have mentioned the dummy data series 1, series 2. These columns you can leave A, B, C, and they will not be displayed.
so my table is of just 2 columns.
Okay.
So I want to take that, means the earlier one we have prepared on the 4th slide, earlier slide. That
Okay.
table I want to take here for the chart purpose. So how to do that?
No, you have to type the text or just you can copy. Otherwise, you cannot take the
I have
entire.
copied it, but the remaining columns are means there. There are lot many columns are coming. So how to delete all the columns? Other columns I don't want.
No. You mean to say columns here when I select this
Data,
table?
in data.
In data option, you are saying. I
Dummy
told you
columns,
just.
lot many
Yeah.
dummy columns are there.
See, you can leave these ABC columns, otherwise just you can right click and delete column option. That is the thing you have to do.
Yes, I have done that, but there are continuously the columns are coming. So how to delete those?
And this is the only option. Or later we can just, you can share your screen and we can see what is the issue.
Okay.
What I am able to suggest is that just you have to right click the extra column and we have an option of delete column.
Okay.
So, so this is how we can insert charts. So next is next element. So in elements option, you can try out shapes also. Like I'll insert another slide. Shape is if you want to draw any diagram, you can directly use these shapes and you can type in this shape. Like I'll just select this if I want my heading to be displayed here. I can use this shape for displaying heading also. So you can use shapes to draw diagrams. We have lines, we have arrows. You can try out this option. Or you can use it for text purpose also. The best part is that we can write inside the shape. So it is easy to draw diagrams in Canva for this purpose. Okay, so then we have an option of graphics also. Like photos we can insert graphics, like some small logos, like maybe a logo of internet or any other logo, any kind of graphics you can select from Canva, and you can search for the graphics also, like Internet of Things. So it can give me the graphics, so I can select graphics from here. This is the option of graphics. You can search any type of graphics. Then photos we have done. Another thing is we can then insert videos in our presentation very easily. So for that, we have an option of videos here also. But again, here we'll be able to find videos which are paid. So I'll tell you the better option is you can search for the videos in Canva apps option. In Canva apps, just click on Canva apps, and here we have, I will search for YouTube. YouTube, or you can search.
Where is the Canva app? Where is that option?
Just you have to scroll down this menu, and at the last you have an option apps.
Yeah.
APPS.
Yes.
So just click on that, and I'll search for YouTube. You can search for Pexels, Pixabay. From there we have we will get royalty free music and videos. So I'll just search a video on YouTube. So I'll just click on YouTube. So a lot of apps are integrated in Canva. So I'll search video on IoT. So just you have to click on the video, and video is inserted. So if like you want to show video within the presentation, it is very easy to insert. Just with a click of mouse, you can insert the video.
Ma'am, please repeat it again. How to insert video?
Okay. So in Canva apps, you can just click on Canva apps and search for a particular app you want to use. Like I have searched for YouTube, and just click on the YouTube app and search for your video in the search bar. Just click enter. So this is the list of videos.
When I am clicking on YouTube, it is coming used in existing design or use in new design.
You can new design. You have selected a slide.
Yes.
Okay. Just try once again. Just click on a slide and click on apps. Search for YouTube. Then we have other apps also like Pixabay. I think it is available here.
Sorry, interview. But how to add pause button and forward button in that video presentation?
I'll just play the presentation and show you. Like it's we can just play the video while the presentation is going on and stop it itself there only. So here we cannot insert while designing.
Okay.
So you can search videos on Pixabay also. So free photos and videos you can search here. You can search photos from, if you want to search photographs within the Canva, you can choose Pixabay or Pexels also. You'll get free images here. Two sites we have, Pexels and Pixabay. So there is no issue of pro version here. So it will search. Another is Pexels. So from here you can get images also. So this is how we can insert a video, or you can also upload a video from your computer. If you have a video on your laptop, just click on uploads. In uploads, we have three options. You can upload images, videos, and audio from your system. So again, you can click on upload files, and you can upload video from your computer also. Similarly, you can upload audio from computer.
Can I ask one question?
Yes.
For teachers, there is some other option in Canva, like they are asking for teachers upgrade for free. Teachers deserve the best Canva. Is there any option for teachers in Canva app?
What kind of option?
Like they are asking for upgrading it.
Okay, for particular elements they must be asking, you can ignore that. Like we'll be using the free options, like we won't be upgrading.
Okay.
So free options are sufficient to design anything in Canva. Like if we are branding something, or we are professional designers, we can get that pro option also. So otherwise, we generally stick on to the free elements, and they are sufficient enough. We can design good things.
Okay.
So you can search for audio also. I'll show you how to apply audio. So this is how we can insert a video in the presentation. So next is audio. I'll just download one audio file. So just I'll search on internet, on Google. Background music.
Just one question, ma'am. In the beginning, you said the files are auto saved. So how can we access those files from where? Home?
Yes, from home page. Like files are automatically saved, and those files are available on the home page. I'll show that once I complete this.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about saving a file. It is automatically saved and will be available on your homepage. Like your recent designs are available on the homepage of Canva. So I'll just search. Okay, I'll just download one audio file. So I'll upload the file from computer. I'll click on upload file option. I'll select this music, open. So now this is uploading, like this water icon is showing. So I just have to click on this audio track and it will be applied to my slide, the slide I have selected. And I can place it on the first slide. So I'll click on the first slide. Now this background music has been applied to my presentation. Just I have to click on the audio file. So next I will share now, like almost we have covered all the elements. So we have inserted images, videos, and audios. Now we can collaborate. The best part of Canva is that we can collaborate with others on a particular design. So I can share my presentation with my team members or my colleagues, and they can also work on this presentation simultaneously. So that is the best thing. So I'll just share this file with Dharya.
Yes.
Right, this is the email ID.
The one I have shared.
Okay, this one is fine.
Yeah.
So I'll just share this with Dharya, and he can access this design and work on it simultaneously.
Yes.
So in this way, we can collaborate on designs in Canva.
Yes.
So there, if you can log in and just.
Yes, I am on the presentation now.
So at the top, you can see this is my icon is, and this is Dharya's icon. So now both of us are there on this presentation, and yes, now Dharya is just doing some changes. So we can collaborate and work on one design. So I'll just now show you how we can present this. Yes, another thing that we can do here is we can add the effects also, like we can animate. So in animate, we have two options. We can put page animation. So I'll just select this. Okay, I'll select again. Okay, in page option, I can put a page animation. So here we have an option. Once you put the animation, you can also remove the animation if you want. Like we have an option of removing the animation. So page animations have been. So in animate, we have an option of both on entering, on exit. So I can keep it entering option. I can apply it to all pages or keep it to a single page also. If I click on apply to all pages, this will be applied to all the pages. So in this way, we can apply the page animation option. Then, we can write notes for a presentation also while presenting. That will be only visible to the presenter. Like I'll just write IoT. Like these notes are for me. So I'll click. This will move away. Now I will present my presentation. So I have an option to present full screen. If I have used notes for my reference, I can present in the presenter view. In that case, the notes will be visible to me on my screen, but not to the audience. So I'll present full screen first. I'll just background music. You were able to
खूप
listen
छान,
to
खूप
background
छान.
music? You were able to listen background music?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, I'll just
Yes, madam.
delete this background music and just show you
Video.
the yeah, video. So I can present in presenter view also. I'll show it.
Give the best music.
Okay. So Internet of Things, I'll just play the video.
The Internet of Things, or IoT, is influencing our lifestyle from the way we react to the way we behave. From air conditioners that you can control with your smartphone, to smart cars providing the shortest route, or your smartwatch which is tracking your daily activities. IoT is a giant network of connected devices.
So I can
These
stop
devices
wherever I want to and move on to the next slide. So here I can control my video within the presentation. So that is, we have covered almost all the elements. Okay, you can present in presenter view also. In that, notes will be displayed. You can try this out. I'll just show for one slide. A separate window will be displayed. It is taking some time. Yes. So here, like notes will be visible to you and it will be not visible to the audience. So like here I have written Internet of Things. Now this notes view will be visible to me, not to the audience. So this is how we can use it.
Ma'am, just tell this again, how to hide the notes.
How to hide? Okay, just you have to click while designing, right?
Means we presenter will come to know about it and the viewers will not.
Yes. It will be visible to the presenter only. So almost we have covered all the elements. Yes, there is one more very interesting option that I will.
Just tell us that how to do that. The notes.
Okay, notes. I have added notes here. So currently I'm presenting my laptop while I'll be presenting on the board or screen. So the notes will not be visible.
So for that purpose, what to do? Presenter view.
Yeah, presenter view. You have to go to the presenter view. So in that case, the notes will be visible to you.
Okay. Is there any other option for that? We have to do where to put that those notes.
I just showed you like this view is for me, not for the audience. Like how to add the notes you want to ask or what?
Means while presenting, presenter will come to see, means he or she is able to see the notes and the audience will not. So that I want to.
Yes,
How to do
audience
that?
won't be able to see.
Yeah. So how
I
to
think
do
it
that?
yeah, it is by default only.
Okay. And where to
Yes.
put the notes?
Okay. That is while you are designing. I'll show again notes option. You have to go to the notes option and you can type your notes here. And just click on notes option again. Notes have been placed.
Where is that note option?
It is below the slide here where we have
okay.
notes duration
Yeah.
and timer.
Yeah. And then?
And then just you have to type your notes here for that slide.
That those will not be visible for the
Yes.
for the audience, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And one very interesting option I would like to show you, like we have not much time left. I hope you were able to design the presentation side by side.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the homepage of my Canva, and you can see the design, recent design, the presentation I was working on. All your designs will be available in this recent design option on your homepage of Canva. So they are
Ma'am, what is that
automatically saved.
interesting thing?
Okay, so for that I have to design a short presentation. I'll just that you can try out in the presentation for your students. The polls and quizzes option.
Pardon?
Polls and quizzes option is there. So in element section, just you go to the element section and you have an option of poll and quizzes. You can create a quiz in Canva and share the link with the students, and you can show them their live responses. Like just click on see all. You can choose one option here. So I'll just quickly type some questions, 1 or 2 questions, and you can try. Just click on this. Here we have an edit option. Edit option on left side, you type your question and type your options also. And you can create quiz for your students.
How to provide the link of this to the students?
Yes, I'll just show you. I'll share the link in chat and you can try out. And here you have to give
So
an option.
from to get that link.
I'll just show you. So mark this as correct, the correct option. You have to click on these 3 dots, right? And you have to make it a correct option. Your tick will appear against the correct option, right? So first you have to design your quiz. Okay, I'll keep one question only.
Okay.
So this is the quiz, and if you click on this, you can see here we can see the live responses of our students also. So how to share a link? Click on the share option. So here we have an option of public view link. Click on this public view link. So create public view link. Here you have an option to copy a link. Just copy the link and share with your with the participants. So I'll share this link in the chat, and you can, all of you can give a response to it. So I'll show you the responses. I've shared the link in the chat, and if all of you could just click on it and respond, then I can show you the results. So public view link is the option that you have to share with your participants.
Thank you, ma'am.
So have anyone responded to this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So yes, just click on this question and click on the responses option above, and you can see the responses of the participant. So I think 5 people have participated and 3 have answered correctly and 2 incorrectly. Yes,
Where
the
is it?
respondent names will also be displayed, their response, their grade will also be displayed. Everything is available here. And the timestamp. So this option you can try out. This is good option. So you can also download the responses as a CSV file, as an Excel file, that you can check the responses or save the responses. So from here, you can just download this file also. It will be saved in your computer and you can check the responses from there. So I think I have covered almost all the elements of Canva, and you can use these elements for any design. So this was for a presentation. So any queries from your side?
Thank you, ma'am. It was very useful. We got very
Thank you, ma'am. UGC-MMTTC Training Center, Dr. बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर मराठवाडा युनिव्हर्सिटी, छत्रपती संभाजीनगर. Refresher course in Information Communication and Technology. ये प्रोग्राम में फर्स्ट डे का सेकंड सेशन के बारे में श्रुति हुंडा मैम ने स्लाइड्स एंड ग्राफिक्स डिजाइन कैनवा लैब उसके बारे में बहुत अच्छी इंफॉर्मेशन दे दी गई. उसमें डिजाइनिंग यूजिंग कैनवा, लेसन प्लान, प्रेजेंटेशन, डाउनलोड सिस्टम, स्क्रीन हैंडलिंग, IoT, Internet of Things, colors designing, paragraph outline, challenges of the IoT, future and IoT, application of IoT, graphs uploaded. बहुत सारे अच्छे वीडियो आपके टीचिंग में लेसन में दिखाया गया है मैडम ने. तो उसको मैम को वोट फॉर थैंक यू, ऑल ऑफ यू. थैंक यू मैम.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam.
So madam has been given the very nice presentation, particularly hands-on
Thank you, madam,
training.
for practical session.
Thank you so much.